When the Holy Spirit really takes over your life, you won't need to announce it. Your peace will. Suddenly, the things that used to excite you start to feel empty. The music, the conversations, the habits, they just don't hit the same anymore. It's not that you're becoming boring, it's that your spirit is waking up. When the Holy Spirit moves in, He doesn't just change your behavior, He rewires your desires. And that shift, it's the proof that God is doing something deeper than you can see, because when heaven starts living inside you, earth loses its grip. The inner transformation. The first thing that changes isn't your situation, it's your spirit. You start to notice a quiet voice inside of you, guiding your choices, convicting you when you slip, and comforting you when you're broken. That's not guilt. That's grace doing surgery on your soul. The Holy Spirit begins to separate you from things that drain your peace. He'll shut doors that used to keep you distracted and open ones that lead to growth. You'll start craving stillness over noise, purpose over pleasure, truth over trends. John 14:26 says, "The Holy Spirit will teach you all things and remind you of everything I have said to you." That means you won't just know about God. You'll begin to feel Him in your decisions, your conversations, even your thoughts. But here's the part most people miss. When the Holy Spirit moves in, not everything around you will celebrate it. Some people will fade, some habits will fight back, and your old self will resist. The outer transformation. When the Holy Spirit takes over, the change doesn't stay hidden for long. People start to notice something different about you, but they can't explain it. Your peace starts to confuse the ones who used to know your chaos. Your silence starts to speak louder than your words. And your glow. It's not from confidence, it's from communion. You begin to respond differently, to conflict, to temptation, even to fear. The same situations that once broke you now build you. You don't chase validation anymore because you've already been chosen. Galatians 5:22 says, "The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control." That's not a checklist. That's a reflection. It's what your life starts to look like when the Spirit leads instead of your emotions. But don't get it twisted. This transformation isn't easy. The enemy will try to convince you that you're losing yourself, when in reality, you're finally becoming who you were created to be, walking in alignment. When the Holy Spirit takes over your life, it's not a one-time encounter. It's a daily surrender. Every morning, you'll feel that quiet invitation. Will you let me lead again today? Sometimes, that means walking away from things that still look good but no longer feel right. Other times it means standing still when everything in you wants to fight back. You'll learn that peace doesn't mean life gets easier. It means your soul no longer reacts to every storm. Romans 8:14 says, "For those who are led by the Spirit of God are the children of God." That's what this takeover really is. Not control, but connection. He's not forcing your hand, He's freeing your heart. The more you yield, the clearer His voice becomes. The more you trust, the stronger your discernment grows. And one day, you'll look back and realize that battle you thought would break you was actually building you for this. The evidence of His presence. The real evidence that the Holy Spirit has taken over your life isn't found in how loud you worship. It's seen in how quietly you forgive. It's not about the fire in your words, it's about the fruit in your walk. You'll notice you stop arguing to prove your point and start loving to reveal His heart. When the Spirit truly fills you, pride breaks, anger softens, your patience stretches in ways you never thought possible. And when someone wrongs you, your first instinct isn't revenge anymore. It's prayer. That's not weakness. That's transformation. 2 Corinthians 3:18 says, "And we all, who with unveiled faces contemplate the Lord's glory, are being transformed into His image with ever-increasing glory." That means every time you choose peace over pride, mercy over ego, forgiveness over fury, heaven sees it as worship. Because when the Holy Spirit takes over, your heart doesn't just change, it starts to mirror the heart of God. You stop trying to look righteous and start living redeemed. And that's when you realize the Holy Spirit didn't just come to live in you, He came to live through you. The mission shift. When the Holy Spirit takes over your life, you stop living for comfort and start living for calling. The things that once mattered start to fade, and purpose begins to take center stage. You start seeing pain differently, not as punishment, but as preparation. You realize every closed door was protection, every delay was direction, and every battle was building endurance for your assignment. Acts 1:8 says, "You will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you, and you will be my witnesses." That's what this takeover is really about. Power for purpose. The Spirit doesn't just make you feel holy. He equips you to live holy, to lead boldly, and to love fiercely. Because when God fills you, He doesn't just want to transform your heart. He wants to transform the world through it. The divine exchange. When the Holy Spirit takes over, it's not just your habits that change. It's your heart posture. You stop striving for control and start resting in trust. You realize that surrender isn't losing. It's trading your limited strength for His limitless power. Worry turns into worship. Confusion turns into clarity. And suddenly, what used to drain you now drives you. Philippians 2:13 says, "For it is God who works in you, both to will and to act according to His good purpose." That means you're no longer living on your own energy. Heaven itself is fueling your every step. This is the divine exchange. Your will for His wisdom, your plan for His promise, your chaos for His calm. And that's when you truly understand. When the Holy Spirit takes over, your life stops being about survival and starts becoming a testimony. When the Holy Spirit takes over, nothing in your life stays ordinary. Your desires shift, your circle changes, and suddenly, the things that once broke you now build you. This isn't about perfection, it's about surrender. Because when you let Him lead, even your pain starts to serve a purpose. So let me ask you, is the Holy Spirit just a guest in your life, or has He taken full control? Type Holy Spirit take over in the comments if you're ready to let God rewrite your story from the inside out. And if this spoke to your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Share it so someone else can be reminded that surrender is where transformation begins.